Hmm.
Call of Duty announced their new game. Did you hear?
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard all about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's officially Modern Warfare 3. Okay, well, next topic. Just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, they did. I think they called it Shadow Strike. They did an event in Warzone 2.
Mm.
I watched a couple of people streaming it. It actually like, and this is something I've said about Call of Duty for so long compared to Fortnite, and I dislike Fortnite for a lot of reasons, mainly the way people are on Fortnite. I think their business model is impeccable. Like they make a lot of money for a reason. But a big thing that Fortnite has done that Call of Duty has struggled to, and I feel like in Blackout they kind of tried to, but is the in-game events announcing like the new season or like, in Fortnite they had, what was it, the blob or the square or the
Yeah.
cube. Yeah.
Yeah. The cube, bunch of stuff.
So Shadow Strike actually, it was okay. I mean, you you spawn in, I think it was like 12 squads of 4. So my math sucks. How much is that? I don't know.
Hmm.
But you go and you take over certain areas, and then you go and you extract gas canisters, and then at the end of it, it revealed Modern Warfare 3, the game, the not the gameplay trailer, sorry, the announcement trailer,
Hmm.
and it looks like another Call of Duty game.
Yeah. Yeah. We.
What are your thoughts?
Um.
What are your thoughts?
Well, in terms of the event, I think that I watched some people play through it. I didn't play through it myself. Actually, I did touch a bit of Warzone 2 last night to spectate people.
Oh,
I didn't play it, but I spectated people. Yeah, so not like much of a fan of battle royales, but like I remember I don't think I was there for the for that stupid cube in Fortnite, but I remember there were a couple events that I did like to do. That they were fun. But one event that does actually come to mind in terms of Call of Duty was the Black Ops Cold War reveal event in Warzone One. That will be shut down. So that was actually a really cool event. I think I played through it. I didn't play through the Vanguard one with that train where you have to blow up that train. I know that one wasn't received as well as the first, but yeah. From what I've seen, the event looks okay. I didn't play through it. I'm not going to. In fact, I think it's over now. But
hmm.
yeah. In terms of the game, I have been reading stuff about it this week, and it's almost as if Infinity Ward have been refusing to fix things all year so that Modern Warfare 3 could seem more reasonable to buy this year. Because, for those who don't know, Modern Warfare 2, the Call of Duty game that just came out late last year, people have been kind of mixed about it. There haven't been a lot of maps added. I think there's been 4 original maps since, when did it come out? October, November? And that's like I'm pretty sure that's a new low in terms of new maps coming out since the release. But anyway, there's that, and then there's also a bunch of issues that people have had since the beta that they have not fixed. Red dots on minimap, slide canceling, reload canceling. There's some other things that's they're not coming to mind, but anyway, regardless, all those things are now fixed in Modern Warfare 3.
It's almost, yeah, it's almost like it's the greatest, except it sucks, the greatest marketing campaign of all time
Yeah.
by a game. Like, oh, you know, we just, oh, we're just so busy with, Warzone 2, deleting Warzone 1. Oh, we'll just put it in the next game. But you can totally buy this next premium Call of Duty game for $70 and you got all the stuff you want.
You know what's so weird about that line of thinking is that Infinity Ward literally only handles the multiplayer and maybe DMZ. Raven handles. I'm pretty sure Raven did the campaign, and
Hmm.
at least I did for Cold War. And then Raven also is working on Warzone, and multiplayer is getting shafted in terms for content. So like, what is Infinity Ward doing? Supposedly, Modern Warfare 2 was like had thousands of developers, at least tens of studios, I think, and just like all hands on deck on that game. There's barely nothing added to it, so it's so weird. But yeah, MW3 has also been now confirmed to have, I think, all 16 original Modern Warfare 2 maps on release, remastered. So there's that. I mean, as someone who didn't really play the original that much, maybe like 3 or 4 hours in total. I mean, that would be new for me, but I understand why like most OG players and fans would be upset with that because that is one of the most popular first-person shooters of all time. So everybody would know them. Everybody would have already played those maps to death, and some of them have already been remade and remastered to death. So
Yeah.
I also heard from Sledgehammer that all post-launch maps will be 100% original, and there will be 12 in total. So I mean that's nice to hear, but I don't know. It seems like this game is all about reversing the mistakes in the past and not really much new original content. There, I don't think we touched on this much. But there's this whole carryover feature with guns and operators and microtransactions from Modern Warfare 2 into this new game, Modern Warfare 3. So yeah, I don't know what exactly this game has in terms of prior ones. It seems kind of bone dry in terms of original content, not worth the $70 price tag. Yeah, that's all I have
Yeah.
on that part.
The biggest, well, not the biggest, but one of the most frequent critiques of it I've seen online is that essentially you're paying for a $70 expansion to Modern Warfare 2.
Hmm.
And they assure you it's not an expansion, it's a full premium Call of Duty release with, it's got 12 of the best, or no, sorry, 16 of the best maps ever made in a Call of Duty come at launch. But you, of course, if you've played Call of Duty before, you've played the heck out of all those maps, like you said.
Hmm.
I don't know. I feel like that is bare minimum bone dry content. Like you're telling me that the best you can do, you can include in a Call of Duty game, which is multiplayer based. Like it should be a multiplayer based experience. Modern Warfare 2. Did you get into DMZ much? Did you play
I
much of it?
I played it a few times to get some of the weapons, but not much.
So I will say, like, I was not a big fan of Outbreak in Cold War. I thought it was a cool idea when it first came out, but just boring overall. Like, they're just like it's a big empty map with sure there's zombies on it, and you can there's an Easter egg, and but there's really not much to it. So I felt like DMZ was better because I felt like the world was built better and there was more to do. And that's, I think, where they really emphasized everything in Modern Warfare 2. Multiplayer, if you jump on the multiplayer, which I haven't ever, but my brother has it, and he told me, like, all he does is he plays shipment 24/7 and grinds camos.
Hmm.
Like, that is the depth of the content you have now. And that's another big thing that I've seen people talking about and crying about on Twitter is we need more stuff to grind for. But essentially all it turns into is a grind fest on shipment to just grind out your camos, and then what? Like, I don't know. It's really sad that that is what Call of Duty has turned into. And I know it was always a grindy game for camos. I know that's always been there, but it really is just shipment. Go to shipment, get your camos. That's about it.
Yeah. In terms of like progression in the games, that is all that there is now.
Mhm.
And like I'm just gonna go on a slight tangent here. Like people that were complaining about the Ethereum crystal system in Cold War Zombies, like having that like menu thing, like and leveling up things in the menu. People complaining about that low-key like pissed me off because I'm like, dude, do you want less stuff to do in the game? There's
Right.
like less Easter eggs than ever. All there is a camo grind. This is awesome. Just be thankful that something is there. And I thought that system was great, and I hope that it comes back. So on that note, MW3 Zombies is now confirmed. I saw I saw some very interesting things about it. It does not sound great. It sounds like a mix of Outbreak and DMZ. So I don't know. I had written a tweet about it, replying to a lad named Near Die. I said it sounds like a mix of everything we don't want: no PvP, a time limit, and a forced exfil. I don't mind open world zombies or outbreak style gameplay, but come on, it's like they don't learn at all. Vanguard launched without round based, and look what happened. It's I don't get it. And like I saw another guy talk about this too. I think it was Fat Matt. He, that's his name by the way, so it's not like I made fun of him. So yeah, he had made a tweet talking about why don't they just like take 4 of the Modern Warfare 2 maps and make them round-based zombies maps? And I'm like, yes, I've been saying this for years, man. It's just I I don't want to call Treyarch stupid or whatever, but like, ugh, it just it just makes you want to just skull bash your side all over them, man. I just it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I think, and that was kind of where I was getting to with the DMZ. DMZ, I believe, from what I've seen, most people like. I think it's likable enough for people to enjoy. So my issue with Cold War Zombies was Outbreak. I felt like Outbreak was the laziest. It was the lazy thing that they could do. Like, let's just throw in this huge map and we'll call it the largest zombies experience to date. You know, and they said that about Warzone Zombies too.
Hmm.
And you end up in a big empty world with nothing to do, and you'll come across a horde of zombies every once in a while. But I feel like I'm optimistically looking forward to at least seeing what Modern Warfare Zombies will be, because I do enjoy DMZ. I would never play it for more than, a couple of times in a row. But I enjoy DMZ more than I did Outbreak because it just seems like there's more to do. And if you can go in and extract this cool zombies camo, I doubt they'll have anything like this, but a cool zombies camo you can apply to all your weapons or whatever it is, I think that would be really cool. The issue, like you're saying, is it just seems like Treyarch are just throwing something out there. Like, I think that they've gotten so used to taking a formula that works, so like DMZ, or kind of works, that's okay, and they throw zombies in it, and I just feel like it's going to be really iffy. The Force Exfil, I know people aren't excited about that. No PvP, I think that is not a great move. Like, I think it would be cool. I think it would have been really cool to have all these squads competing for one objective, kind of like what Grief was in Black Ops 2.
Hmm.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I know before we started talking, or before we started the podcast, I made the joke of, the Call of Duty gamer cycle is back. And that is like, everybody's like, I'm not buying the next Call of Duty. This one sucks. It's boring. And then the trailer comes out and everyone's like, oh my gosh, I'm buying the next Call of Duty. It looks awesome.
Hmm.
And it happens every year. Like, it's, if you're even around Call of Duty a little bit, you see it. If you have friends that play Call of Duty, you see it every time. So
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I just think that Treyarch just needs to. I don't know who it. Well, it's obviously Activision that's doing this. I don't think Treyarch is being like, "Hey, we want to make a zombies mode for your game, Sledgehammer. Count us in." I just think that they just need to all work on their separate things again. Like zombies, I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on the whole like Warzone and multiplayer going into zombies. Some of it has been nice, but like this now, I don't know. I feel like I would rather just have the one Treyarch Zombies game every 3 years than like a mid Treyarch Zombies game and then 2 terrible modes like with Sledgehammer and Infinity Ward games. I feel like that's the way it's always been up until recent memory. I think that's how it should be. So yeah, that's my take on that. I just don't think that this will boil over well. I swear though, dude, if they end up just I don't know, remastering Shinonuma again into a round based map later on down the year, pff, dude. Yeah.
Well, no, it's going to be Verrückt this time because in Cold War they did Nocturne and Toten, and then in Vanguard they did Shinonuma. So Verrückt is up next, or Darius.
Oh boy, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I and this is another big thing that came out during the week. I don't know if you saw this, but David Vonderhaar, who I don't remember his exact title at Treyarch, but
hmm
pretty high up at Treyarch. He's one of the main guys. You know, he just retired. He just left Treyarch, and so another just I don't know. I don't know if it was like a hey David, like you're out of here. We want some new blood in here. You know, we need some new ideas. I don't know if it was them kind of asking him to move on or if he just moved on because he didn't like the direction that his studio was being forced to go by Activision, which I could see happening. You know,
hmm
Activision pushes their developers to the breaking point. And
Yeah.
like you said before, I think most of it is, you know, I think they I don't know the number, but they had a lot of developers for Modern Warfare 2. Well, what are they? They're just making skins. Every
hmm
time, if you go onto the store, there's always like 5 to 10 new skins. Every day, I swear there's a new skin.
hmm
And it's, you know, $20 a pop. So it I don't know.
Well,
It will be really interesting to see what happens with Treyarch next year. David Vonderhaar leaving, you know, he was a big part of it. You've got Jason Blundell who left a few years ago, David Vonderhaar who left. You know, it just seems like there's no one at Treyarch that really understands and like that was a driving force behind the Treyarch magic of like Black Ops 3. So
yeah. Well, I mean, maybe not Black Ops 3, but I think that like the best parts of the last few games will be brought along because I think Kevin Drew and Craig Houston did a good job with Cold War. So I don't know. I still have some hope. I don't know who like worked on Vanguard or who specifically is working on this next game, but yeah, hopefully it ends up better than last time. But so I had heard I watched a Prestigious Key video a week or two ago, and he was talking about how I wouldn't be surprised if these developers actually like making skins and bundles more than making maps because they actually get to flex their creative muscles and just kind of do whatever, right? Because I mean, with these modern warfare games, especially, they're kind of tied to a time period. They have to do the Middle Eastern war torn map. They have to do the downtown New York destroyed map. It's just, but you could make this alien gun from that's now in World War II or this anime cat girl bundle, and it's just full creative reign. It seems so. Yeah, I don't know. It's just hard to say. It's just a really a real dry point for Call of Duty right now. There have been some like great improvements. I think that the camo system from Modern Warfare 2, i.e., the only progression system in Modern Warfare 2, is the best camouflage like grinding system ever. It's honestly phenomenal. I've it's funny that we're actually talking about this now because I've been playing it the past few nights and going for camos because I back when the game first came out I was doing that quite a bit and I just stopped because there was nothing to do. They added like shoot house and shipment and that was the only two new maps for the first 4 months or whatever it was, and those were remasters, of course. So yeah, I don't know. I'm Modern Warfare 3 sounds like a mixed bag. It sounds like I said at the top. It sounds like like a damn conspiracy. Um, I don't know. Part of me is like all of these changes are great and they should be celebrated, but also shame on Call of Duty for not doing it in the first place. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
yeah, it'll Definitely be interesting to see. And I have heard that. I've heard that the camo system is better. Um, which one was it? There's one that it was Vanguard. Yeah, Vanguard. The Vanguard system was terrible. It
Dude,
took like
Modern Warfare, Cold War,
days.
and Vanguard were all terrible.
Yeah. And Cold War too. Cold War is pretty bad. I every once in a while I'll go back to like Cold War or Black Ops 4 or whatever, and I'll because I want to get the unlock all the camos eventually. I figure if I put a couple hours into it a week, eventually I'll get it. But Cold Wars is just, dude, it takes so long, dude. I think I am like halfway done with it, and I used to play Cold War a lot when it first came out.
Are you talking about zombies or multiplayer?
Zombies.
Okay,
Sorry. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, at the launch of Cold War, I had I think it was around Christmas, and they were doing a double XP event. Mind you, I just graduated high school. I didn't have a job, so I had the whole day to do nothing. So besides walk my dog. So here's what I did. The day of double XP popped up. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get like a few weapons to like max rank because back then you had to get your weapon like level like 55 or 60 and then you could get gold on your gun, which took forever, dude. So
Mhm.
the first double XP event goes on, and then I'm like, wait. I exfil at like around like 31 on D machine, and I'm like, wait, my XM4 is max rank, and I just started using it. What is happening? Turns out there was like a six times weapon XP like bug going on in zombies. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sitting here, I ain't doing anything today. Boom boom, I get all my assault rifles done and like one or two other weapon classes. I log in the next day. Double XP is literally not even normal weapon XP. It's even less than that. It was like 1.5 times and not 2 times. People were like, like those like gun stat channels, like exclusive ace and stuff, were like, yeah, they like nerfed it into the ground. It sucks. So there was that, and I'm like, what am I gonna do now? I do have all this time, but I'm not gonna sit here doing this all day. Just like one gun,
Yeah.
maybe two every 2 days. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. So my buddy on the PC is like, dude, I can glitch all your weapons to max rank. Come in my lobby. I'll give you the service for free. I usually charge people, so I'm like, yeah, all right, sure. So I got all my base weapons ranked up to max rank, and then I got Dark Ether maybe a week or two after that. Also, uh, the what is it called, the Thumper, the M82 or something, the whatever kind of launcher that is, not the over the shoulder one, but the other one. I had done that one before the patch where you had to get like three, like a triple kill like 80 times or something like that, and that one took forever. So actually on my Cold War stats, even though I've only used that launcher during that time period, it's still my number one most used weapon because that thing took forever to get a Dark Ether on. But anyway, yeah, anything will be better than that camouflage system. I will tell you that. So I am hoping, I know that Call of Duty forgets what they did good in the past every single year, but please, if anything goes forward, please be the camouflage system, especially in zombies next year. Please. Just anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, and they won't do this because they want your money, but like I said, like, wouldn't it be? And I get they kind of did it with DMZ. Like, you can go in and extract with a weapon blueprint. Like I think it would be so cool if you could, like a really high, um, like like a really dangerous or a hard mission to do. High priority target or whatever, and have that in like whatever weapon you're using, or like it can unlock like a fully unlock a camo for you, like unlock like the fifth camo in that weapon or whatever, or like unlock a weapon, or like they could do really cool stuff with it, or like a new reticle or something like that. Like stuff like that adds replayability. But if it's just like Outbreak and you really don't get anything out of it, I don't think it's going to be good. Like I don't know. We'll have to see. I know people get their hopes up when they hear something new,
Hmm.
but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, well, like I saw Mr. Waffle's video. He had made a video like weeks ago talking about Modern Warfare 3 zombies. Well, and then he made a video like a few days ago, like responding to comments saying, "I used to play Call of Duty back in the day. You made me want to buy this game." And now he's like, "No, no, no, don't. Temper your expectations. Wait for
Mhm.
gameplay." That's what I'm saying to you. Just wait.
Yeah, I actually saw that. He was very specifically saying like, look, because his main point was like, I made this really huge, amazing storyline video leading up to Vanguard Zombies,
Mhm.
and they completely dropped the ball. And a lot of people were like, I'm gonna buy Vanguard Zombies because of you, Mr. Awful Waffles. And that's what he was saying. And that's the worst game you could have bought. Like I was stupid. I bought it because I was like, I want to cover the game, like uh but that is I bought a lot of games I've never finished, but that was the worst one. Like I booted it up maybe twice, and that was just $60 gone immediately.
Mhm.
But yeah, and that's good rule of thumb. We're in like the age of pre-ordering content is so stupid. Like it's so dumb.
Mhm.